our character has been assassinated
by our own family,
more times than a war.
By our own family.
Our own family and former friends. And it's like, wait a minute. Anybody who watches this video who knows me or knows her personally, right? I guarantee y'all have nothing on either one of us.
It's like, why
something that we've done to you.
Why don't you like them? Or what did they do to you?
I guarantee
you there's nothing that they have.
One, let me go down a quick little list. One, we haven't taken anything from you. We haven't stolen anything. Two, we don't owe you anything. If anything, it's the other way around.
Period.
Three, there was never a fight. A physical fight. There was never a fight. Four, we never, ever disrespected your children or ever were negative examples for your children.
All we really wanted was the same accountability that we're held to.
Right.
You don't want to join in on this accountability. This is the accountability train. So if you ain't hopping on that accountability train, then your ass get left. Because ain't no reason for you to hop on the accountability train just to not be accountable for your fucking actions. Stop using religion, your God, to you giving him the accountability of what you've been doing. Well, God knows my heart. God knows this. God, shut the fuck up.
You heard.
Shut the fuck up because you did what you did.
Right.
You ruined the relationship, not God. God didn't do it. Y'all need to start taking accountability because the first thing y'all want to start saying is, well, I wasn't, I was getting myself together. God been working on me. I'm tired of hearing that shit because obviously God been working in your ass too damn long for you to be not taking accountability. And the only thing that we are about is right.
That's all that matters. That's at the pinnacle. That's the cornerstone of our lives.
But I don't care if I see your child being bullied by another child. I'm gonna step in. Baby, sweetie, no, I don't care. I don't care who kid it is. If that kid is a bully, I'm gonna step in and rectify that situation with that bully. Even if my child, we had a situation when it came to, I seen my child look like she was out there being a little bully. I got on her head. You are going to represent me in our teaching, and you're going to be accountable for whatever you've done. So if you're over here being mean, you're over here being lying, you're over here doing certain things that you're not supposed to, guess what? I'm going to rectify that situation. Because I had a friend tell me that I'm not going to whoop my child for any and everything. I'm not going to discipline my child for no any and everything. I don't whoop my child for any and everything. I discipline my child. It's always, if your child do the smallest thing, because it's habits, you create habits. So if your child comes to go over and knock something down and they know it's wrong and you're not saying nothing, you say, hey, don't do that. Stop knocking it down. The kid keeps going to do it. Well, she gonna keep doing it. Hey, I told her to stop. That's where y'all wrong. Y'all females, I told her to stop. She won't stop, so ain't nothing I can do about it. That's you. Me? Stop. I said stop 3 times and you didn't stop. Bop, bop, bop.
Not the fact that everyone doesn't discipline their children the same way, because hey, we all have different methods that we feel that work, traditional and modern. We use both. We use traditional and modern. The problem comes in when they want their kids to hang around your kids. So now you want to contaminate our good children and their good teachings with your children that are bad. And when we say something like now all of a sudden they're mad at us, like, oh, you think your kids are the best, or y'all think y'all are better than everybody else. And it's like, well, no, I don't think I am. However, I will say this. I've taken steps to be a much better person than I was. I don't see you taking any steps to be better yourself, and your children are following in your steps. Exactly. So you ever notice that when we used to babysit people's children, right, that their children were normally worse than our children? Let's keep it real.
Of course.
Right? But when they stayed with us for a little while, they started to follow our direction.
Yeah.
Those children stopped being so bad.
Mm-hmm.
But the minute they get back with their parents, they go right back to being bad again. And it's like,
exactly.
And people don't have those experiences with our children. Like, they don't have to say, I kept your children. First of all, our children have probably been kept. We've had our children about, what you say, 90% of the time they've been alive?
Yeah, 90.
About at least 90.
Yeah.
We're those parents. Our children don't go stay with everybody and their mama.
No, if you have cycles in your family, guess what? The family tends to create those cycles. If you're breaking cycles, why allow our children to be with the family members who continue those cycles? We need to remove cycles. Okay? These are generational curses. That's what a generational curse is, a cycle.
Right.
Our elders don't talk to us about shit. They always say what's done in the dark will come to light. But as soon as they shit come to light,
they be running like the roaches when the light come on.
It sure do. I'm not a medium. I don't know what I am because I'm still trying to figure it out. I know I'm just able to talk to the other side. And things have been happening as of, actually, it's been happening all my life.
Yeah, it's been happening more lately.
Lately, it's been something that I've been ignoring for a while. And so now that it's, I've taken heed to the situation that's been around, it's more so, hey, let's look at our family history. Let's look at what happened with our family, because obviously we're doing the same things that our family did before.
Right.
Oh man, your dad went through that. Oh, your mom went through that. Oh, your grandmother went through that. Your grandfather went through that. Oh, your great grandmother. If you are hearing that, then obviously there is a cycle that needs to be broken by you. So what we're doing is breaking generational curses and cycles. We're removing them from our families, from us, from our children. Now, we tend to reach out to family and be like, hey fam, let's come together and let's do better as people, as humans.
And they respond with, yes, let's do it.
Let's do it.
No, they don't. They never do. They never.
What do you mean? Well, ain't nothing wrong with this family.
That's what they say.
Our family is perfect. And then turn around and say, well, I know our family ain't perfect, but we ain't like them other families that's shooting at each other and killing each other. Well, the good people...
That's the measuring stick.
Right. The good people in the family damn near about to kill and shoot y'all because y'all keep stopping them and won't leave them alone. Hey, come over to the family. We got the family this and we got the family that. Just so we can get there, and it's a click over here, click over there, click over there, and all y'all talk about each other. And then this person pull up, uncle, the fucking drunk uncle, and he's saying some real shit. He's saying the real shit about the family, but he ain't shit either. The aunties that think they know it all, and they got the most dirt on their ass. Auntie, get your rod. Hey, don't you disrespect my mother's house like this. Auntie, get your. I almost said something, but
I know exactly what you almost said. Yeah, it's real. You're going to be the one that says something about family issues. Please make sure that you're not part of the problem. That you're already, keyword already, part of the solution. Exactly. You change first, start with your household, and go outward. You do not start with the world and go inward.
Exactly. You start with self first.
Self first.
And you have to recognize you are a part of the problem.
That you are a part of the problem, and that's where the hypocrisy comes in. A lot of people get to talking and they haven't did the work on self.
We're talking about characteristics that our family members have. Mothers, fathers, grandmothers, fathers. We're gonna keep it at that. Because I don't give a fuck with the cousins or whatever. Because if they're not working on self, they grown enough. They know. Right. They know. Especially if they've already had talks with certain people. They know what's up. They know what to do. They just don't want to. But let's talk about the elders. If we come into the elders with questions, the best thing for our elders to do is tell us the truth, right?
Right.
So we wouldn't have to keep down the same path that they were, right?
Right.
So why is it so hard for our elders to give us the honest truth?
elders want to appear to be perfect. So they'll still have that power to make the younger generation listen to them by thinking, oh, granddaddy and daddy and mama and grandma, they ain't never really had no dirt on them. They ain't never done no wrong. So that's one of the that's a character flaw right there.
So is that something that in your family that you seen?
My family?
Yeah, your family.
You talking about my family?
Yeah, I'm talking about your family. I know. I've seen it and lived it, but my family don't have too much.
They just kind of
they're just out there.
You can see it on the surface.
You can kind of see it. What about yours?
My family. Perfect.
So your family is perfect. So you don't have no issues. None of these generational curses that we're talking about in your family. You know what you're doing right now? Lying.
No. I mean,
you're lying. How do I know you lying?
Because you're the best detective of all time.
I ain't no detective.
You detect things.
I might detect things, but I ain't no detective.
You have a high level of discernment.
That's it. No, it's so much dirt hidden in your family. What you?
All right. You got me. Mm-hmm. Not me, because I expose my own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe.
Because you're about what's right and change,
right?
And you don't want your children to go through what you've been through.
There you go.
So what you do is you remove those things that you've done, and you tell your children
right
what you've done.
Right.
So they won't go through it. The reason that the children keep going through it is because y'all keep saying, "Hey, hey, hey, hey." Y'all do nothing about shit.
Hey, you get your damn hands off her. That's pretty much what they be doing. They don't give them the why.
That is the biggest issue.
The why is everything.
The why is everything. Because guess what? If you don't get the children the why not to do it, guess what they're gonna go do?
They gonna go
do it because they don't know why they shouldn't.
And we're naturally, as we're younger, we're naturally curious, right?
Right. So as an adult,
mm-hmm.
You knew if your parent told you, don't do this, and you like, why don't do it? And they said, just don't do it because it ain't right. Okay.
Okay. Your family is kind of, it's kind of on the surface. You can see it. With mine, it's like it's hidden, and you wouldn't know it's really there until you get deep into the family and been there for a little while. That doesn't mean that everybody's a bad person, because they're not. That doesn't mean that everybody's got these skeletons in their closet just filled up because they don't.
Not everybody.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But what ends up happening is
some of y'all closets start to open a little bit.
Yeah.
And y'all are looking like, nah, ain't nothing in this closet. Y'all keep trying to close that door. But somebody opening y'all door for y'all.
Yeah, man.
And now we see all the skeletons that's behind that door. And now it's like, oh. So like I said, character.
Because you know what? When we're dead and gone,
mm-hmm.
which all of us will be,
mm-hmm.
how much money we made, the occupation we held, how many kids we had, mm-hmm. how many relationships, the details of life.
Mm-hmm.
Most people won't remember that as much as who you were.
Right.
Your character can be something that people remember far after you're gone.
Your dad is here.
My dad is here right now?
Yes.
So all the time for him to be showing up, but I guess when we're talking about character, he might as well show up because
you just said something that it's the character, his character. People can tell you his character.
That's what they've been doing since we've been doing
right?
His research. And
so his character says, oh, when he sees somebody in need,
when we've got those stories too,
he goes to help. When it's his character actually shows him to be a great person.
And that's largely where I get that whole trying to save everybody thing from, trying to run to the people who in need. That I used to think that I got all of that strictly from my mother's side of the family. And it's not that I didn't get any of that from my mother's side of the family. I definitely did. But when I hear stories about, you ought to see when people talk about my father, they get excited. And you said when we at the store and random people from my previous life run into me, they're excited. Mm-hmm. Like, like, man, Richard, man. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you would have thought you remember it likens me to the scene of, you remember Coming to America? Mm-hmm. Prince Hakeem had came over to America, right? Mm-hmm. But he met somebody who knew him from Zamunda when he was a prince. And he met him at the bathroom, and he was doing all that praising of him. Yeah. And they was like, why are you acting like that? That's as real as it gets. Right. That's not counterfeit. That's not for social media purpose. That's not made up. That is as real as it gets. When someone is excited to see you consistently, mm-hmm. it's because of who you are, not what you bring.
So this narrative that was painted of him to be this very disgusting person, mm-hmm. his reasoning of really being around more is, you're not gonna, even with me being gone, you're not gonna continue to tear me down. Right. Like, it's more so, oh, you're fine with my dirt being out there, but you're not okay with yours being out there. It's this attitude of, okay, I'll let you get away with it for so long.
Long time.
So.
Because at the end of the day, that's all you have is your name.
Is your name. And he's more so like, he wanted to clear it because he didn't do anything to harm himself. He wanted to be here with his children. He did everything that he could to stay here to be with his children. Mm-hmm. Somebody took that away from him, and he's here to basically take that shit back.
And that brings us to, as we talk about character and generational curses, it brings us to The Portrait of a King. The documentary and the album will be out this summer. Yeah. This summer. And boy, how deep is that? They have no idea, do they? We didn't even have no idea. No. But at the end of the day gotta end.
At the end of the day, the day got a motherfucking end.
Oh my goodness.